everyone, this is Crafterman, and welcome to another episode of Minecraft, Green Plateau. So this is another war update, and it's not a very good war update, so I'm just going to go right into it, so here's the map. So this is the way the world looked at the time of the last war update. Now there have been a lot of battles since then, so there's a lot to cover. Most of which is not very good news, I gotta say. So the first battle that was since the last war update was the battle for this disputed region, and the Titans won. So now that was a pretty bad thing, because it gave them access to the jungle reserve, which is right over here, and since it's like a nature reserve, we haven't been able to build anything there to defend ourselves, so they were able to take like half of it. We were able to stop them like right over here, stop them from advancing, but they've still taken a lot, and they could advance pretty easily from there. But another thing, the next battle that we fought was over here, in Canalia. Now, the Titans kind of played a trick on us here, because they sent Kronos here on quote-unquote business-like missions. We didn't know what it was for, but we knew Kronos was there. They made sure we knew it, and we basically went all out trying to invade Canalia and capture Kronos. So we invaded Canalia from these two provinces here, Ravinia and Navaket, two very powerful provinces, and we thought we were going to capture Kronos, but the thing is he made a decoy base, and then we bombed that instead of the actual base, and by the time we figured out, we had already wasted all our weapons and ammo and stuff, and then Kronos managed to escape, and it gets worse, because since we were out of like resources in this region, the Titans thought they could just take some more land, which they did, and they took a very important piece of land from us. This area controls the entire North Canal, which connects these oceans with this ocean. So that means the Titans were, at that point, one step closer to creating a full circle around our territory. Now, it gets even worse. Yep, still worse. So, the Titans managed to take these two, the South Islands. Now, these islands are basically what connects this land to this land. So that means that once they did take those islands, they completed a full circle around this territory. And it was a pretty big battle for the South Islands, but we lost. But the good news was, if there was any, they tried to take this island too, because this was a volcano that like used to belong to Dynasty, but we managed to defend it. So at least they didn't take this, because that's still something that we have on our side. Now, speaking of Dynasty, he is nowhere to be found. Like he has completely gone missing. I've tried contacting him and everything, and I just can't find him. And he used to be governor of Tridonia, this province, but now he's gone. And Dynasty, if you're watching this video, please come back. The plateau needs you. So, now, I know what you're thinking. The territory isn't completely surrounded. There's still this part. Well, that leads me into the next problem. So, since Dynasty's gone, Nightshade is temporary governor of Tridonia, and since he's a general, he is the administrator for the entire western area, because ever since the Titans took over this province, Durlan, we've been split into the east and the west. So now, Nightshade has kind of not been very helpful when it comes to assisting us. Like, he hasn't provided us with any resources or anything. He's only focused on defending, like, the West from any, like, invaders. He's not really assisted us. Now, his reasoning for that was that, like, just in case the Titans beat us in the East, we'll still have somewhere to run, somewhere to go, which is the West. And he has done a pretty good job, I gotta say, in the West. We have won some battles in the West. I wasn't there. But Nightshade managed to take back this region that they lost, right over here. And Vaporizer, the governor of Borealis up here, managed to advance even farther into Titan territory. And he managed to take some more. So we're doing well in the West. But the West doesn't really matter, because the Green Plateau capital is over here. and the Titans are getting closer every minute to taking it over. That's a bit of an exaggeration. Not every minute, but you get what I mean. They have this area surrounded, so they're closing in by the day, let's say. So there was another piece of land that we did take, another victory that happened just the last two episodes. So with all this was just after the battles of the South Islands down here. With all the commotion and everything there, we managed to sneak past enemy lines and go over to the capital city of this Titan province, Annihilation, where the Titan General Hyperion lives, and we managed to kill him and take over the city. So let me just draw a little dot where that city is. Okay, I have to grab this color from over here just so we know it's ours now. So yeah, we managed to take this one little city. Now, it was quite a big victory because the Hyperion was one of the most powerful Titan generals. Now he's gone. The only problem is we took the city, but the army of this province, Visio, is still here. So we can't really get to it, you know what I mean? So it's essentially useless until we can take over the rest of it. So that's where we are at right now. So we have lost a lot of territory here, and the most important thing to keep in mind is that the Titans can move anywhere now. Their territory is now fully connected. They have a full circle around here. So, yeah, that's pretty concerning. So now, let's try to predict where the Titans will attack next. So, we've noticed that they've started to form a blockade over here, trying to cut us off from the west, even by water, not only by land. So they've basically formed a blockade around here, across the Wilbur Ocean. And we think they're going to attack Ravinia soon. So I'm going to turn that orange, because orange means we don't know what's going to happen yet. So the Ravinia is actually a very important province. It's the mining province where we get like a lot of our resources that we need for battle, and a lot of people live there too. And if they take over Ravinia, we'll be even more surrounded. Another thing is that the Titans have started to already attack New Relica over here. So this is the province of New Relica. Now, New Relica is actually one of the weakest provinces, actually probably the weakest province, because, like, no one in it ever joins. So this is going to be like a pushover victory. The reason we haven't really focused on defending New Relica is because it used to be that it wasn't much of a danger, because this province, the one that opposes New Relica, is also a weak province, a weak Titan province. But now that the Titans have connected their territory, they can move around however they want. So they were able to take over New Relica. Well, they were able to invade it. They haven't taken it over yet, but they probably will soon. I'd say let's not even try to defend this. What we should try to defend is Ravinia, because if we can defend this, we can probably hold them off long enough to do some pretty good damage to them. So here's what I think we should do. The most important thing is defend Ravinia. So if we can take this, keep this, then they'll be weakened over here because they lost the battle. Then we should try to take back this area, and then we can take back this part as well. And then we can just go from there. The only problem is, even if we do defend Ravinia, it's going to be very hard to defend New Relica, as I said. And New Relica is actually dangerous for them to take over because it's right next to the plateau. See? Also, if they do manage to take over both Ravinia and New Relica, I'm just jumping to worst case scenario here, then they're going to have the province Navaket surrounded on 3 sides, and they'll be able to take over that too. So then, if you look at it here, the plateau capital is essentially completely surrounded, and if they take that, it's essentially over for us. So, yeah, let's go back to where it is now. So, let's hope that doesn't happen. Let's hope we can win in Ravinia. And if we do, then we just might have a chance. Now, I'm kind of hoping some big opportunity is going to come up, but as of right now, it doesn't look good. It does not look good at all. So that's where we are in the war now. So, yeah, I'm going to go back to my desk now. Alright, so we will be back after this commercial break. Summer is approaching, so you know what that means, don't you? Time to take a vacation. And what better place to vacation than good old New Relica? The province has beautiful nature. What, some people like shrubs. Delightful towns. Kinda hard to get into, though. And you never have to worry about getting griefed, 'cause no one cares enough to live in this province. You won't have to worry about this being a costly trip, 'cause the province is completely broke. And if you're planning to visit, we recommend you do it soon, because there are titans right outside this province and they're going to invade any day. New Relica, the province that will think of a cool motto someday. Okay guys, welcome back. So we just had that war update, so now let's go over what's on the agenda for these upcoming episodes. Obviously we're going to be fighting battles, but there are also some other things that we should do. As you guys know, there are animal tribes in this world, and with the war and everything, a lot of them have been displaced. So, a lot of animal tribes have been siding with the Titans, so we think it's our duty to give them a home while we fight the war. So, the province Exaversia, which was one of them, that province didn't really have a job, but now it finally does, so we're going to let the animal tribes live there. So, in the next couple episodes or something, we're going to be moving them over there, and maybe seeing if we can communicate with them at all. So, yeah, we think it's pretty important to improve the relations with animal tribes in our world, because although it might not seem that way, they actually do have a lot of power. And if we can build good, stable relationships with them, it can probably lead us to help us win the war. Alright, so, another thing. A few episodes ago, I think 10 episodes ago or something, I announced the deputy candidates. I said that they were Vaporizer and Pugnoob. Now, there's just one problem with this. As you guys know, Pugnoob's account was destroyed by the Titans, so just the way that happened to Chickaboomanator, and similar to what happened to Esther Tacky. So, the candidate that's going to be running against Vaporizer instead is the incumbent deputy, Sandian Express. So, they're each very qualified deputy candidates, but in a few weeks we're going to see which one of them is more qualified. Well, they're both equally qualified, but who's gonna win the election, you know. So, it's either going to be Sand for a second term or Vaporizer for a first term. So, the people who can vote in this election are people who are citizens of the plateau. The way to become a citizen of the plateau, basically you just have to own a plot of land on this Minecraft server. So if you're not a citizen of the plateau and you want to vote in the election, then the server IP is in the description. You can come on the server whenever you want. It runs on 1.11.2 vanilla Minecraft. And you can just, I'll leave the link to the tutorial video on how to get yourself a plot and everything on this server. And then when election time comes, I'll make an announcement, and then you guys can vote. So guys, that's about the end of this episode. So, I will see you guys in the next few episodes. Bye.